Welcome aboard Bus One. We're on our way to the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club in London, UK, and we've got some time to kill. Let's play some trivia. Gamers, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I love trivia. My name is Alec.
Brother, this guy stinks!
I'm John.
I'm Mac.
You
Not
guys
forced
didn't have
at all.
catchphrases.
Not forced. I didn't know we were doing catchphrases. Have we been doing catchphrases?
It's been so long since John's been on the episode, he forgot our new everyone does catchphrases.
I didn't know.
Is it, like, I forgot the new everyone does catchphrases
it's
thing?
not a
I don't
thing.
think that was a thing.
I just did that and then made you all
Alec
feel
panics.
dumb.
Alec forgot he was at the top.
Alec's coming in
Panicked.
swinging right now. Alec, I didn't realize your catchphrase was "I like trivia."
No, I love trivia.
I'm so sorry.
It's tennis. You idiots!
Oh,
All right, Alec
zero.
wins the episode. We can always
Alec
go
wins
home.
the episode. That's right, Alec. Our category today, or our topic today, is just because this episode is coming out in honor of the Wimbledon finals. So we'll be talking about some tennis today. We're doing some tennis trivia, baby. Woohoo! I love
Yippee.
trivia. Get it?
I love.
get it on shirts.
trivia.
I love trivia. Yeah, that is a good shirt. So before we begin, what do you guys know about tennis? You feeling good about tennis?
I practiced this. John McEnroe.
Is that
John
one
McEnroe.
hand slapping game gonna be part of this episode?
I don't think so. Have you ever
Like
watched
ham
tennis or like something tangentially related to tennis?
Yeah, I've done some tangential tennis things.
Nice.
Like Rochambeau?
No, you guys never played tennis? The hand game?
I can't say I know
Like
what you're
ham
talking about.
boning?
I can't say I did either.
Editor, put what John did on loop for like 2 seconds.
Oh gosh. No, I have not played that version of tennis, but luckily this is all about racket and ball tennis. Not to be confused with racquetball, which is a different sport. But as
We
you all are
hate
competing in this trivia
Badminton.
tournament, the Wimbledon trivia division, if you will, we're going to go over the rules for the competition, just so you're all aware. So rule number 1, no Googling John and anybody
Thanks.
else, or using AI and things like that. Brain only. There will be 3 sets in this game. Each set will consist of 5 trivia questions. For the first set, those trivia questions are worth 15 points. For the second set, they are worth 30 points. And for the third set, they're worth 40 points. So it's kind of tennis scoring. We will be using a buzzer, so the first to buzz in with the correct answer will get the points for the question. And once during the game, there will be the challenge question. So during this game, the chair umpire is going to make a bad call and give a false answer to the question. Every player will have the opportunity to challenge what the host reveals as the correct answer. If the player guesses correctly, which is the fake answer, they are awarded 40 points. But if they incorrectly challenge a true answer, they will lose 40 points. Just like in tennis, players must challenge in the moment, in the middle of the game. We will not be going back at the end. So I want your challenges in the game, and multiple players may challenge the same question. At the end, most points wins, same as tennis, opposite of golf. Any questions?
Is tennis the opposite of golf? Because they're both sports. So could you consider them
But the
opposite?
scoring,
is
the points go up.
opposite of golf.
The points go up.
Then every other sport is
They're
the
both
opposite
ball
of
sport.
golf.
Well,
Because they all. Am I wrong? I don't know.
Is there
Surely
another
there's another sport
that's-
out there.
Surely there's another sport.
Maybe
If only I
cricket
could
does.
Google.
Too bad, John. You specifically should know better. All right. If we're all ready to go, we can kick it off. The current score is just a current score check. Love all.
Aww. I think we can end the
I
game
love
here.
you.
Love
Happy
all.
Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Love all.
Hi, gay. Happy Pride Month.
I think this is going to come out in July, so it will no longer be. Sorry, guys.
Remember
now you've let
Pride
people
Month?
know.
We should do it again next year. I had a great time.
We're going to kick it off with set number 1. Question 1. We are loosely following tennis scoring today in this trivia game, but honestly, it just feels needlessly confusing, doesn't it? Why have love 15, 30, 40 when you could just do 0, 1, 2, 3? The short answer is tradition, but for the long answer, that's where you guys come in. What is the origin of the tennis scoring system Charlie Chaplin rules?
Oh, goodness gracious.
low stakes.
This is an open-ended
15
question.
whole points are on the line, Aidan.
Closest
I don't
in
know if it's
vibe.
low stakes.
Yeah, it's early. Alec?
Okay, I'm gonna say it has something to do with the amount of shillings that you would bet on each point. So if you got the first point, then the other
15
guy owed you
shillings.
15 shillings, and so
Nice.
on and so forth.
I like that a lot, Alec. That's fun.
It was
John?
monetary.
It was monetary.
My answer doesn't have anything to do with shillings. I'm gonna say that it's a weird adaptation from when we stole this game from the French. We being, I guess, England. I don't know. When it came over from a different language, and so we just kind of kept some of the abnormalities.
And Matt?
Really good.
Mistranslation.
That's really good. I think it is an aristocratic kind of differentiation from the poor type of sports. We get more kind of points for every action that we rich people take.
We count using higher numbers.
Yeah,
Actually,
our
it's
numbers are
worth
way more.
15 points.
I'm going to give the points there to John because he hit on something there. The answer is it did originate in medieval France, but the numbers are actually just come from the French scoring system. They used clock faces to track the scores on the court. So it's 15, 30, 45 win, and then the 45 shift to 40 because like deuce then would be 50, so they did 40, 50. Like it was a weird kind of muddling to get 45 to 40, but that's where it came from. Love is a little more speculative, but it comes from either playing for love or no stakes, so no points, but possibly comes from the French word for egg, which is l'œuf, like an egg, which is 0, and then it kind of sounds like love. So I thought that was really funny. I like that a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
15 egg.
How do they say it in French? Do they say amour or something?
L'œuf.
No, love.
So they say l'œuf. So they say egg.
Oh, I
They
don't
still
know.
say-
I don't know
Oh.
what they say now. I don't
I
know.
feel
if
like we could
it's-
get to the bottom of this.
If only we could Google.
If only we could Google. I don't know. I only watched English 10, which is weird.
Le
I only
bacon.
watch Mario Power Tennis.
I'm looking it up. I'm Googling it. What do
Breaking the
French
rules.
say
Double
for
standard,
love
double
in
standard.
He's allowed.
tennis? They say 0. They just say 0.
That's the worst option.
Sorry, France. That's a miss on your part.
We
but
keep
that's-
making shit up and they just say 0. I can't believe it.
Come on.
follow
Well, they made it
us.
up originally, so I think they can do that. But that is 15 to John, so it is now 15 love, or 15 love.
Hey, love is love.
Love is love. Question 2. We're headed to the Wimbledon finals today, but while our journey should be relatively nice and breezy, the competitors in the tennis tournament have a much harder road to travel. There are only 128 spots available in the bracket, with selections mostly being made on worldwide rankings. If you were a tennis pro hoping to qualify, you could raise your ranking by competing in a challenger tournament.
This is where the name of the movie Challengers comes from.
Don't copyrighted music.
You got
Do
it.
not cue the
Don't
copyrighted
play that,
music.
please. Even though
Play that
slaps.
royalty-free techno. But competing in a challenger would give you points based on your placement and then could raise your worldwide rankings that way. Question is, in order to qualify for Wimbledon or one of the other Grand Slam tournaments, what would the lowest ranking you would need to hit be? Closest wins.
I should have listened when Aidan was asking the question.
Basically, you can raise your ranking. There's 128 spots in Wimbledon. What is the lowest possible rank you can get to still be in to qualify for the tournament? Mac.
128.
Okay. John.
200.
Okay. Alec.
Was this for the whole world?
This is, yes. So there's a worldwide ranking structure, and the top X amount of players qualify for the 128 spots in Wimbledon.
201.
All right. Mac, you are the closest. The answer is 127. So the top 127
Play
people
in.
qualify for Wimbledon, and then there's one wild card spot reserved for the tournament to invite a VIP.
That's so. I
The
think
top
I did know about that.
127
That's
people
cool.
fill out 127 slots, and the last 128th slot is historically either a young up-and-comer who just hasn't had enough time to develop, or a veteran who might have gotten injured and their ranking dropped in the interim. But they
It's for a
wanted to
cool
bring them back.
guy who
It's for a
sucks
cool guy.
rocks.
They got
It's
the
a
cool
wild
guys.
card.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so if you're 128th, you better be really cool, because otherwise you're not getting in Wimbledon. But I think I'm checking the rankings right here. I think we have the top 3 trivia ranked players on this tennis trivia tournament right
Whoa.
now. So
What's the
except
order?
for
Spill.
except for Mac, he was the wild card.
I think I got
he's
zero.
so-
Yeah,
Mac's so cool.
I'm 0%.
He's our young
Young up and
comer.
comer. Young up and comer.
Exactly.
There you go.
So that is points to Mac. So it is now 15-15 love. Dang, I love all these 15s that were going on.
Love.
I love.
I love. Question 3. Wimbledon is one of 4 Grand Slam tournaments, which also includes the French Open, Australian Open, and US Open.
Love Denny's.
Winning all 4 of these at least once during a player's career is known as a career Grand Slam, which is one of the highest accomplishments not only in the tennis world, but honestly in sports as a whole. Each Grand Slam poses its own challenge, which can lead to players getting hung up on like one tournament and extending their career to really try and get that career Grand Slam, which is, it's kind of like what you see in challengers with like, who is it? Mike Face's character. He like is like, I gotta win the US Open, and he's old. And that's kind of, you know, if you see
He's old, but he looks the exact same as when he was in
Exactly.
college.
So anyway, the main difference between these tournaments is typically the type of court that they are played on. So for each of the Grand Slams, tell me what type of surface the court is made out of. Most correct will win. So it's the French Open, Australian Open, US Open, and Wimbledon, which is the England.
Wimble.
They get
It
a
would be
fun
great
name.
if I knew. It would be great if I knew what a tennis court was made out of to begin with.
Well, that's the thing. Like it has evolved. So there's 3. I'll give you. There's 3 main types of surfaces for a tennis court.
Okay, so what? So that one of them repeats.
One of them repeats, yes.
Okay, well,
or
that's-
maybe
okay.
multiple of them repeat.
Oh, I don't know what
So,
the.
I can just tell you. I'll give you the hint. It's hard court, which is like asphalt, clay court, and grass court is the 3.
Thank you for taking pity on me.
No worries.
Oh.
All right. If
probably
Alex
should've
said
said
he was at the French Open, what does the background look like? No!
I think French and Australian are clay, and then Wimbledon and US are hard court. And I don't think
Okay.
any of them are grass.
You don't think any of them are grass? Okay, I like it. John or Alec?
I put as I put my background
Transport
back
back
together.
to
As
the
I
French
transport
Open.
back to the clay court of the French Open. Mm-hmm. And then I said Aussie grass, U.S. hard, Wimbledon grass.
Okay, Aussie grass, U.S. hard, Wimbledon grass, French Open clay. Got it. And John?
I have a completely different assembly of bullshit here.
Okay.
I said grass for the French, which doesn't feel right in retrospect. Hard for both the Australian and US, and then clay for Wimbledon.
Okay, so the correct answer is actually exactly what Alex said. So the French Open, as you can see in Alex's background, is a clay court. Australian and Wimbledon are grass. Wimbledon, we said we're going to the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, so it is still a grass court. And then the U.S. is the only hard court tournament, but that's typically what you see. Like when you go to a tennis court in the U.S., it's like the asphalt paved courts. The French Open is historically the most challenging because the clay court really like slows down the ball. So it's like your powerful shots are less effective and you have to play a little more strategic, and it tends to throw a lot of players. If you guys know Nadal, Rafael Nadal, he's like the king of the clay court. Like that's where he did his best work.
Oh.
That's 15 to Alec, which means our score is up to 15 all, baby. No more love in this game.
No
It's
love.
it's
How do you do this?
strict
Love.
competition.
Love,
No more love. Break that.
Pride Month was last month.
Pride Month was last month.
No more love.
People say
15
love
all,
is love. I
baby.
say love was love.
Wow.
Whoa.
Brave.
Controversial.
Oof. Question 4. Egg. Question 4.
Subtitle egg.
Loaf on my
Like the
face.
little curly font. Sorry. Question 4. All of the Grand Slams have doubles tournaments happening concurrently to the singles tournaments, with players sometimes even competing in both. Like Serena or Venus Williams is like a classic example of that. Also, Art and Patrick from the movie Challengers, they're doubles teammates and they also play singles. This must get confusing for those players, so let's help them out. Which of the following is a rule added in doubles play, not existing in singles play? Is it A, the alleys on each side of the court are added as a valid service area? B, while serving stays on the same team during a game, the serve alternates between doubles partners? C, the front doubles partner may not cross behind the service line? Or D, players only get one serving attempt per point versus the 2 that you get in singles tennis? Alec.
I'm gonna say the alleys thing because they need more room and more people, more room.
Alec, That is incorrect. The alleys are added to the playable area, but you can't serve into the alleys. You can still only serve into the box. So they're not a valid service area. John?
I'm going to say that the front player can't cross back too far. You can't move back that far. You got to stay over there.
That is correct, John. The front player cannot cross behind the line in the front two boxes. They are confined to the front of the court during doubles. So that's 15 points for you. Basically, once the serving player is decided, the other player is restricted to the front of the court. The serve does stay with the same player, so they don't like alternate back and forth. They do that for returns. Whoever's serving moves side to side, and the front guy switches back and forth. And then finally, the alleys, they're a playable zone, but not a serviceable area. And you don't get one less serve. You always get two. Yeah, you are stuck in the front if you are the second doubles partner.
Yes. Oh, horrible.
That is 15, John, which brings us to 30, 15, 15. Now moving into question 5. Tennis matches are broken up into games and sets. So each set is the first to 6 games with a win by 2 rule. And then the full tennis match is either first to 3 sets or first to 5 sets, depending on the tournament structure. However, there is another step in the gameplay cycle, which is called the tiebreak. So like the one featured in the finale of the movie Challengers, the tiebreak is a mini game of sorts where players alternate serving back and forth and count points like normal, typically like first to 10. So they get rid of the weird, confusing scoring and just do 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. In which of the following cases does a tiebreak show up in a match? Is it A, if the players keep alternating games, not winning by 2, and run out of match time? B, if players reach 6-6 in the final set of the game? C, anytime the players reach 6-6 in a set? Or D, only if specifically requested by both players? And what I mean by reaching 6-6 is like tied 6 games to 6 games in a set. So if they ever get to that 6-6, they immediately go to tiebreak. Mac.
I think it's A. If they can't get over 2 points and they just run out of time.
If they run out of time? Mac,
Yeah.
that is correct. So yeah, each tournament has a game curfew to keep on schedule, and they just call a tiebreak if there's no progress in winning. So if they keep trading back and forth, it's just like, okay, tiebreak, done. Move on to the next one. That's the only time that they show up. The other time that they show up are, they're good for short bouts. So typically exhibition rounds will use tiebreaker scoring because it's just like if you want to get a quick game in without doing all the hubbub, you can just kind of alternate serve and it works very well for just short informal play. So that is 15 points to Mac. Congratulations. And with that, we end set 1. So the end of set 1, I believe it is 30 John, 30 Mac, 15 Alec. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Which
Sounds right
technically isn't enough to win a set, but let's not worry about it too much. But while we're
ran out
in
of
our
time.
set break, make sure to hydrate, take a water break, take a sip, wipe the sweat off. Mac, is that performance enhancing Red Bull? Oh, Alec is hydrated up. Look
Alec,
out!
what
Look
you
out
got
in
in
set
there?
2.
What you got in that canister?
Water.
Water.
Water, a new
invention.
proprietary blend of different beverages. We'll test that after the match to make sure nothing's going on. All right, you guys ready for set 2?
vodka.
Yeah,
Ready.
let's do
Yes.
it. Kicking off with question 6. Now, we all remember in the movie Challengers when the boys see Tashi, played by Zendaya, hit the court for the first time, and Mike Fay's character Art utters the line, "Look at that fucking backhand." While I'll agree with Art, she did have a very nice backhand, there are plenty of other shots that a tennis player has in their arsenal. Which of the following is not a real type of tennis shot? Is it A, the slice, B, a volley, C, an overhead smash, or D, a forehand? Alec.
I don't think a volley is a type of hit.
Alec,
So
that is correct. A volley is a quick continuous exchange across the net, not a specific type of shot. So you are correct.
nice.
Slice is a shot, overhead smash is obviously the spike equivalent, and then forehand exists. I was just trying to throw you off. So that is 30 points to Alec for that one. Look at that fucking backhand.
This Challenger's going to be mentioned on every question.
It kind of feels like this might be the Challengers episode.
I don't know what you're
This is the
talking
secret
about.
Challengers episode.
I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking
man.
about. Question 7. In order to make all these kinds of shots, you'll need a pretty good racket. People tend to favor specific brands, as you can see in the movie Challengers, where each of the character is consistently using the same type of racket through the timeline of the story. I'm sure we all have our faves, but Question is, what is the most popular brand of tennis racket today? Multiple choice. Is it Alec?
Wilson.
That is incorrect, Alec.
I wanted to take a big swing.
It was a good big swing.
I want to take an
missed.
overhead
Look at that
smash.
fucking
Overhead
backhand.
smash. Look at that fucking backhand. Is it A, Wilson, which it's not, B, Head, C, Prince, or D, Babolat?
I haven't heard of any of those other ones.
John.
so-
Head.
John, that is incorrect.
So no head.
So no.
That is all. I will see myself out.
Mac.
Babolat.
Mac, that is correct.
Oh,
Babolat.
baller.
Babolat.
Recently overtook Wilson due to their heavy use in the pro circuits. They have a stronger frame which holds up under powerful shots, but it also gives more stability for an amateur player. So they kind of just eked out Wilson in the market share.
Dang.
Relatively new company.
What did they use in the movie Challengers, Aidan?
Well, I'm glad you asked, John. I think, let me see. I think Art and Tashi use Wilson. I think Patrick just uses like whatever because he's
That's fair
not
because he's
rich.
poor. Yeah,
But I think
and Art and Tashi probably got that brand deal.
I think he uses a head racket and a Prince racket at points. I think.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. This isn't the Challengers episode. Question 8. For the top dogs in tennis, their choice of racket typically leads to sponsorships by that brand, but that isn't the only thing bought and paid for on a Tennis Bros person. Much like Art and Tashi in the movie Challengers, advertising and sponsorships is a big source of income for these athletes, making up to 60 to 70% of their total income for like the top ranked pros. The biggest part of this comes from apparel deals, and Roger Federer, retired pro, still holds the record for the most lucrative sponsorship from his partner with Uniqlo. How much does Federer earn annually from this deal? Closest wins. So he has the record for the
Uniqlo deal.
Yeah, so he is the most lucrative sponsorship deal in tennis. And he doesn't even play anymore. It's crazy.
Per year.
Yep. Per year, annually.
Also, is it not pronounced Uniqlo?
Oh,
No, it's Uniqlo.
I don't know.
But why does it have a
Who
Q?
have you run into?
You be
who have
you,
run
Alec.
into pronouncing it
Be
Uniqlo?
Uniqlo in your
My
own
wife.
way. My wife.
My wife.
Okay. And now we legally have
Uniqlo.
to end the episode because we had a Borat reference.
It cuts off immediately after that, actually.
Alec, you have a number in mind?
I've got a number in mind.
Okay.
And that number is 50 million.
50 million. Okay.
Whoa!
That's a lot of
That's where that's
biggest
kind of
one
where I
I've
was
ever
thinking.
seen. Year.
No, that's what I was thinking.
Every year.
That's
Mac
a
or
lot of
John?
million.
I mean,
John.
I'll go way under that and say 2.5 million.
Okay. Mac?
That's still a lot of money to make annually.
Okay, I'll
But
go.
if you're the biggest tennis man,
Uniqlo has to also have money.
and
they
closed.
probably have that much.
I'll go 50 million in one in case it's higher.
Wow. Eking him out. And Mac, that'll get you the points. The answer is $300
No,
million.
that's dirty.
dollars.
I feel dirty.
$300 million.
I was gonna say
every
500,
year.
and then I
Oh
decided
my
to not to.
god.
Yeah, he gets paid $300 million just for his Uniqlo sponsorship. He also has like early stake in On footwear, and he has Rolex sponsorships, and yeah,
That's insane.
he's a billionaire. He's like
When does
$1.1
that run
billion
out?
dollar net worth. It runs out in 2027. So right now he's retired, but he's still raking them in
soon.
until 2027. Yeah,
Oh
it was
my
a
God,
10-year
that's
contract.
crazy.
He's never going to be able to survive without all that.
And fun fact, Art from Challengers is also a Wilson Uniqlo co-sponsor as well as Roger Federer. So just the more you know.
How is that working out for Art in the movie?
What a quirky
Is he
little
happy?
fun fact to include.
What a curriculum fun.
Is he satisfied?
You know, it really depends on the lens that you view the movie through.
Is he
But we really
sweaty?
don't have time. He's very
Yes.
sweaty.
Yes.
There's a lot of sweat going
In a
on.
way
You
that
gotta
appeals to a
remember
lot
is
of
that
people.
He was sweaty.
Play that royalty-free techno music. Anyway, dance break over. Question 9. When frustration builds on the court, the breaking point tends to come alongside the breaking of a player's racket. Luckily, these guys are all sponsored because this is more common than you'd think, with 4 broken rackets being shown in the movie Challengers alone. This typically constitutes what's known as a code violation, which comes with stacking penalties ranging from automatically forfeiting points, games, and then even full matches if you keep doing it, as well as typically being associated with fines from the organizing tournament or club. Code violations are not just for smashed rackets, though. Which of the following does not constitute a code violation in tennis? Is it A, an audible or visual obscenity? B, crossing the net? C, taking too long between serves? Or D, deliberate tanking of a game? So one of these is not a code violation.
I do get these YouTube shorts of people getting up to things in tennis.
Yeah.
They sure do get up to things.
Of them like going to the judges and be like,
This guy, me, but
Alec,
not
you have a guess?
yeah, I'm gonna guess that you're allowed to tank.
That is not correct. That falls under unsportsmanlike conduct. Is
But how do they
tanking a game.
know? What if you are just bad?
I don't know, but it falls in that category. John?
I think you can cross the net.
John, that is correct. You can fully cross the net and go to the other side of the net. So while touching the net is illegal, crossing the net is generally allowed. It's just not practical. Like, why would you run over to the other guy's side of the
Why
court?
would you do that?
To what
to
end?
beat them up.
Well, beating
It's
them up
actually
is
their racket.
is not
Well,
valid.
that's a different thing.
That's a different thing.
Oh.
Does that have something to do with with obscenities? I don't know.
That,
Well, no, that like physical abuse or like
Verbal
hitting a ball at
violence
somebody
is not allowed. Physical is allowed.
Yeah, it's
You
full
can beat 'em
contact
up.
tennis.
You can beat
No,
them up,
it's-
just can't say anything mean
I
about
was going to
it.
say in volleyball, it is kind of not common, but it is useful to run to the other side. Like if the first hit, they did a bad pass and it like went over and was going to go out
and
of
it's gonna
bounds.
go out,
You can
yeah.
run like under the net and go and get it, hit it back to your side, and then they can hit it back, and that's
They can hit it back.
Okay.
There you go. You can
Sports,
cross the net
baby.
in tennis.
They do that in challengers, actually. But they touch the net, so it's a code
They
violation.
don't do that. Yeah, they
It
do
actually
touch
cut
the
to
net.
black right before, so we don't know.
No,
Am I gonna
no,
know?
we see them hug.
They do say fuck a lot and then get code
They say
violations.
fuck a lot
and he breaks
in
his
that
racket
game.
and gets a code violation. I don't think they there might be some deliberate taking of a game, but that wasn't called a code violation in challengers. All right, question 10. With all these rules and violations we've talked about, there's a lot to keep track of when playing a game of tennis. Luckily, like any sport, we have officiating staff to help lighten the load. Matches are typically overseen by the chair umpire, which is the guy sitting in the chair, not unlike the one played by Zendaya's close friend and personal assistant, Darnell Appling, in the movie Challengers. But with a handful of line judges and net judges, as well as ball boys placed around the court to assist the chair umpire. Which of the following describes the responsibilities of the chair umpire? Is it A, the chair umpire has an absolute authority on all calls and can overturn line and net judges whenever they want? B, the chair umpire only makes conduct decisions and the line and net judges handle all gameplay violations? C, the chair umpire is purely ceremonial at this point as VAR has fully replaced all officiating? Or D, the chair umpire's role is only logistics and scorekeeping. The actual game of tennis is self-officiated by the players. John.
Chair umpire is God. He is the sole executive on the field.
That is incorrect, John. He does not have absolute authority like baseball umpires. Alec.
That's rough.
That's what I was going to say. So let's see.
oh,
I guess I'll do, is the second one just conduct? Is that one?
The second one is conduct only, line and net judges handling gameplay.
Okay, I'll do that one. B.
So
That's
he's a
also
narc.
incorrect, Alec.
Oh!
Mac, 50-50.
I know that they use like a lot of the computer stuff, but I think it's gonna be D, that like the players have some kind of like autonomy in the game or whatever.
D is correct, Mac. The game of tennis is self-officiated entirely. It's one of the few professional sports that is. The tradition of the gentleman's game has held throughout the years, so the umpire has no actual authority.
Challenge.
I'm challenging this.
YouTube
this is
shorts.
bullshit.
What?
This is bullshit. Then go and complain to the umpire. There's a guy in the chair. We
Well,
got
I
a
feel
guy
like
in the
that's
chair. What does he
why.
do?
I feel like that's why they do that.
They complained to the guy in the chair for no reason?
Just for fun?
'Cause
Just for
I don't
fun?
know.
To have
Oh,
like a
good question.
locust for their iron? No.
I have watched
That
way
guy
too
does
many
something.
YouTube shorts involving this guy or girl in the chair for it to not be a real
So
thing.
is that 2 challenges locked in?
Yes.
That is the correct challenge question.
Let's go.
Nice job,
no.
guys. So, Mac, you don't get those points. Alec and John, you each get 40 points for correctly catching. The correct answer is they have absolute authority. So they
That's the guy. He's the guy in the
the
chair.
line
He's
judge-
in
there
the
you
chair.
go.
Yeah, even
He's
the
so
line
much
judge is
taller.
there and can
It's
see
8
it happen.
billion degrees.
If he's like, oh, I don't think that did go in, and the line judge is like staring at it, he could just be like, nah, which is wild, which is insane to me that could happen. But
Someone has to have control.
someone has to have
And
control.
it's that guy. If you're gonna sit out in the sun all day, it's that guy.
Yeah, there is VAR in tennis, but it's a challenge system, much like every sport, right? They haven't switched to fully VAR every play, but it is. They have the opportunity to challenge.
LOL.
Play that techno music. Yeah, they can do that on calls. So that's the end of set number 2. Can I get a score check as we take a hydration break?
I think I'm at 100.
Whoa,
I'm at 85.
85 and Mac.
I believe I'm at 60.
Wow, there we go. There's all numbers that are unachievable in tennis. And now we're moving into set 3 where it can all change. Everything is worth 40 points. Are you ready?
Wow.
All right.
Play that
Question
techno
11.
music.
Play that techno music. While the movie Challengers jumps around in its own timeline, the beginnings of the tension really kick off when Tashi, Art, and Patrick get together in the boys' hotel room. What starts out as a hang eventually turns into a steamy 3-way makeout.
It's a threesome. They have like a threesome back. I tell you that. I'm telling you that.
The question is, who kisses first? John.
Oh,
This is not fair.
I think she. Okay, no, she doesn't make the boys kiss first. She makes the boys kiss after. I think it's she kisses
Are you looking for
Josh first.
two parties?
Josh and Zendaya
or
first.
all three of them kiss at the same time. I don't know. You think it's
I
Josh and Zendaya first?
I think so.
That is incorrect, John.
Dang.
I think it's Zendaya and the other one.
Zendaya like faced.
That is incorrect, man.
No, is
Are
it
you
she makes
joking?
the boys kiss first?
Are you
The
joking?
boys kiss. The boys kiss.
Alec, that is correct. The boys kiss
Oh,
first.
John was Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
So,
In the
yeah,
past.
Hi, gay.
So
Happy Pride
Tashi,
Month.
played by Zendaya, convinces the two boys to start making out first before she inevitably joins in.
Damn.
And they kiss. Well, that's kind of where it was leading.
I gotta go rewatch Challengers.
Gotta
I
go
mean, if I
rewatch
saw
Challenge.
those two hotties kissing, I'd have to join in.
Get me in there.
It was Pride Month, ladies and gentlemen. Moving into
Virginia was for lovers.
Someday they're going to change the slogan, and we're all going to have to say Virginia was.
was for lovers.
I can't wait for that day. Okay, Alec, 40 points for that. Question 12. Patrick goes on to beat Art in the Junior US Open, but along with the trophy, also wins the competition for Tashi's number. He doesn't want to make a big deal about it, but Art insistently asks questions. They come up with a plan for Patrick to signal if he's involved with Tashi or not by imitating Art's signature serve. What is Art's tell when he serves? Multiple choice. John, you want to take a snipe?
Oh.
They put the ball. He puts the ball in the thing.
That is incorrect, John.
Oh no,
not do
Art's
that.
tell. Art's tell.
Art's tell.
Okay. No,
Exactly.
okay. I was backwards. That one's
Which
on
one's
me.
Art? Which one's
Mike Face.
Mike Face.
The
Mike
blonde.
Face.
The
Okay.
blonde.
Okay.
Okay,
What's
is it
the other
A,
guy's name?
Patrick, Josh O'Connor? Is it A, scratching his back with his racket? B, placing the ball in the throat of the racket? C, bouncing the ball excessively before serving? Or D, serving lefty despite being right-handed? Mac.
Oh my god, this is hard. I think bouncing the ball excessively.
That is correct, Mac. Patrick calls it out as a nervous tick, and he really hams it up for the reveal. He's like, just starts bouncing it like crazy. Yeah.
I can see that. I can picture that.
Question 13. Jumping forward in the timeline to 2007, Tashi and Art are both playing at Stanford and doing very well for themselves. When Patrick comes to visit, though, he gets in a fight with Tashi, which leaves her distracted for the upcoming match. Unfortunately, this leads to a moment that every tennis player dreads, a freak accident. What injury does Tashi suffer that ultimately ends her career as a tennis player? Multiple choice. Is it A, a tibia fracture, B, a ruptured Achilles, C, a torn ACL, or D, a rolled ankle? Alec.
ACL.
That's incorrect, Alec.
Dang it.
John.
She fucks up her knee right good. I'm gonna go with the tibia fracture.
That's incorrect, John.
Oofda.
Mac, 50-50.
What were they? It's rolled ankle. and
Ruptured
what else?
Achilles or rolled ankle.
Oh, neither of those are knee.
Yeah, I thought it was her knee.
She really fucks up her knee. I'm gonna have to Google this later.
I guess Achilles.
That is correct, Mac. She's aggressive, takes a bad step, causing her Achilles to rupture. It's not her knee, it's her ankle. She pops her ankle. And
Mandela effect.
she's out for the season. She falls over crying.
I could have sworn. Did I even watch this movie?
Did you watch Challengers?
It was so stupid. It was her ankle.
Yeah, that scene's really gross though. You can hear the pop and see it. Yeah, bad
Oh my God, I
shot.
hate
Made
that.
me so
Squelch.
uncomfortable.
Super cool.
All right, question 14. While Challengers did not get nominated for any Academy Awards, it did receive massive critical acclaim, especially for its soundtrack. This techno-infused score, play that royalty-free techno music, highlighted and amplified the tension and pacing of the film, and just put the cherry on top of what was already a great movie. Director, John, you're going to have to help me out with this pronunciation.
Luca
'cause I forgot it.
Guadagnino.
Thank you. Luca Guadagnino hired two big electronic artists to compose the score, and while they went by their personal names, they are better known as what music duo? John.
9 Inch Nails.
That is incorrect, John.
Oh.
Is it Daft
Best of
Punk?
luck, idiots.
That's correct, Mac. It is Daft Punk. It was
That's what I was
Thomas
gonna say.
Bangalter and Guy Manuel de Homem Cristo
Nine
reunited
Inch
for the
Nails,
soundtrack.
isn't it like heavy metal?
Wait, no. I thought it was Atticus and
It was Daft Punk. It was Daft Punk. With such tracks as Challengers, Brutalizers, Yeah Times 10, and Live. They had one called that. There's also that random choral track, but that wasn't Daft Punk. The rest of it was. He brought him out of retirement for
Hold on
the
a
soundtrack.
second. Is round 3 challengers
This is
trivia
all-
challenge questions?
Can I challenge? Can I
John,
challenge?
No,
someone?
I was thinking
John,
the
would you
same
like to
thing.
challenge again?
Can I challenge this one and also the last one?
I will only let you challenge
I'm
this one if you'd
challenging
like.
this one because you're making me angry. Fuck you,
John.
I have seen this movie.
That is correct. It is Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross from Nine Inch Nails. They did Tron Ares, which is where I was trying to hope to throw you off with Daft Punk. But John, you've uncovered something just in time for question 15. This entire episode has been challenge questions. The whole episode? I have lied to you at every single point. And so after question 15, we will go back and I will give you each the opportunity to try and correct the answer in a speed round.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
Here we
Oh
go.
my god.
Question 15, before we get there. Everything comes to a head at the finale where Patrick reveals via the serve that he has had an affair with Tashi, causing Art to freeze up and bringing the match to a final tiebreak. What follows is an intense set of rallies culminating in a slow-mo overhead smash attempt by Art. Question is, who scores the final point and wins the challenger final match? John.
I'm just gonna say Patrick scores the final point. Yeah, sure.
That is
whatever.
correct,
50-50.
John. So
Okay.
while Art goes for the big hit, he ends up falling into the net, which
Challenge,
after his
it's actually
swearing-
the other guy.
Alec, are you challenging?
Hold on. Why did I lose audio?
Yeah, because every question's challengeable.
Now, Alec, I need you to tell me what you think it was. Challenge, it was the other guy?
Challenge, we don't know. How about that?
That
I thought
is
there was a-
actually correct, Alex.
There you go. That's good.
There are
There
the
you
challenge
go.
points. We
That's
actually
good.
don't know. The point that is shown is only the first point of the tiebreaker, so we don't even know who eventually wins the match. The movie ends with Patrick catching Art and they hug, and then Tashi gets up and screams, "Come on!" And that's like the end of the movie. Even though Art hits the net, if the ball happened to bounce twice before he made contact with the net, he would have won that point. Otherwise, Josh O'Connor's character would have won the point. But that was only the first point of the tiebreaker. So it's the who won the
don't know.
inevitable match, nobody knows. But what's nice is they all won because they all refound their passion for the game. And isn't that just a nice? So before we go into challenge question speed round, can I get the final scores?
Okay, wait. So I
don't know.
Did I get
I've
40
lost
points on
track.
that one?
You got 40 points for that challenge, yes.
So
Did I get anything for the second challenge on Daft Punk?
You got 40 points for the second challenge
Okay.
on Daft Punk.
sorry,
I think I'm
bad
at
at adding.
140.
140?
I was
I'm
gonna
at
be 180,
165.
I'm also
165?
at 140.
All right, so here we go. We're going to go back through every single question, rapid fire. I want first thing that comes to your brain, what is wrong with this question? And if you get it, I will give you an additional 15 points to hopefully
Rapid
swing
fire.
it for the end of the game. So, question 1, I said that the points where the clock faces 15, 30, and 45. What do you think it actually was?
French language fuck up.
Shillings. It's
Yeah,
Rich
obviously
people.
shillings.
Rich people. Alec, I'll give that to you. There's no agreed upon origin, but the most plausible is the fact that base 60 was common in the monetary system of the time. So that is
Let's
honestly really
freaking
spot
go.
on. So that's
Shout
15
out
points for
shillings.
Alex. Question 2. We were headed to the Wimbledon finals. I said 127 out of 128 are from top-ranked players. How many do you think are actually out of top-ranked players?
128.
All 128?
None of this fucking wild card. None of this fucking wild card.
60,
a quarter.
Gotta play in.
64 and a quarter. I'll give those to, I think John is actually still technically closest. The answer is 104 are guaranteed with rankings. There are 8 wild cards, and then 16 are determined by a whole nother tournament that happens before. It's kind of crazy. So if you win as one of those people, you have to have played through 10 matches by the time you get to the finals of Wimbledon, which is insane. Question 3, I said the Australian Open was grass court, the French was clay, Wimbledon was grass, and the US Open is hard court. What is the correct answer?
They're all hard court.
That is incorrect, John.
Dang.
Play clay hard.
That's also incorrect, Matt.
No.
I know French is clay. I think US is hard. What did you say the other two were?
I said the other two were both grass.
Oh, well, that's what I said as my answer.
Yeah, that is what you said, Jared.
How about French clay, US hard, Aussie hard, Wimble hard?
I'm going to give it to Alex because I think he's closest. It's Wimbledon grass, Aussie is hard court. So Wimbledon
Okay.
is the lawn club, so it's the only grass major. Aussie was grass until the 80s, and then it switched. Question 4, I said the front doubles partner may not cross behind the service line.
Do they actually open up the alleys for service?
They don't. No, they open up the eyes for the game, but not for service.
Okay.
Okay, I don't remember the other choices on that one?
It was serving stays on the same team, but the serve alternates between doubles partners, or players only get one serving attempt per point.
How about challenge? There is no differences.
There's not no difference, like
There's two
between
people out
singles
there.
and doubles.
Okay,
I think the
I thought you
players
maybe
switch.
would be tricky.
Yeah,
The players switch serving.
I kind of want to give it to. I'm not going to give it to anybody. The actual answer is challenge. None of those are actual.
Oh, yeah, Alec,
Or
you
I
got
guess
that.
no. What am I trying to say? So the alleys are not a valid service area. You don't get 1 attempt per point. They're not limited to where they go. They can go anywhere, and the serving doesn't switch between doubles partners in a game. One person serves the entire game. Just the next time the serve comes back, you have to switch which partner is doing it.
So what are the differences?
The difference is you up the alleys, you have this kind of serve rotation, but that's really it. You just open up the court a little bit wider, and yeah. Question 5, we said was when does a tiebreaker occur? I said the answer was if the match runs out of time. The other options were reaching 6-6 in the final set, reaching 6-6 in any set, or only if specifically requested by both players.
Final 6-6.
Okay.
That's
Requested
what
by
I was.
players.
There's no time limit. There's no time limit.
There is no
you
time
go-
limit.
You can go whenever.
6-6 final set.
That is all incorrect. It's actually 6-6 at any time any set happens. Each
okay.
tournament does have their own rules, so Grand Slams will require it to go 6-6 in the final set, but technically a tiebreaker should happen anytime it hits 6-6. Fun fact, the French Open used to not use tiebreakers, and the longest match on record is 6.5 hours because of that fact, because they just kept trading points.
So being in France that long.
It's crazy.
For 6.5 hours.
Question 6 said, which of the following is not a tennis shot? The answer was volley. The other options were slice, overhead smash, and forehand.
There is a volley shot.
There's a volley shot. How about there's no overhead smash?
All right, that is incorrect, Alec.
No sliced.
There's no
is a
forehand.
slice,
It's just
John.
regular.
That is also incorrect. The correct answer is they're
Forehand
all
backhand.
shots.
They're
The
all-
volley is a type of shot. The volley is the
volley.
thing where you like kind of hold your racket and you kind of push it like that
it.
and intercept it midair right at the
Push it
net.
real
That's
good.
called a volley. Rally is what you call back-to-back hits. So volley in volleyball is kind of what a rally is in tennis, and that's what I was trying to get you at.
You.
Question 7. We said the most popular brand of racket was Babolat.
It's Wilson, baby.
That is correct. I'll give you each one. It is Wilson.
Oh.
Wilson has over 30% of the top-ranked pros and a very strong retail presence. Question 8. I said how much money does Roger Federer earn annually from his deal? It was $300 million, is what I said.
Cannot be. I'm going to stick with 2.5 million. It cannot
Okay.
be 300
Let's say
million. That's
30.
insane. The company would be broke.
30 for Mac and Alec.
I'm going to stick with 50.
Mac, you were correct. It's 30 million annually. It was 300 over a 10-year contract. So that was what it was. It's
300
30
million
annually.
did seem
Okay.
way too high.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, 300 million is
Outlandish.
insane.
Jaw
For an annual
dropping.
payout
Jaw
for sponsorship.
dropping.
Question 9 was about code violations. I said crossing the net was not a code violation. The other options were audible or visual obscenity, taking too long between serves, or deliberate tanking of a game.
I think they're all code violations.
I think you can swear.
No, you're not allowed to say that.
You can swear.
Tennis?
I think you could tank. I'm just going to stick to my guns.
John, you're correct. They are all code violations. The crossing the net is less about during gameplay and more about like you can't go get up in the other guy's space during breaks and in between
Yeah.
points and stuff. So
Exactly
you have
what
to
I wanted
stay on
to
your
happen.
side of the net.
Stay on your lane,
The
bro.
only time you can cross the net in game is if somebody hits a shot that bounces on your side and then due to the spin bounces back over the net to their side. You're allowed to reach to try and get it. They can't just fuck you. So that's that. Question 10 was what describes the abilities of the chair umpire. We got that as the challenge question. Question 11 was who kisses first.
It's Zendaya and Art.
I think it's Zendaya and Patrick first.
Alec, that is correct. It's Zendaya and Art. She goes to kiss Patrick and then swerves him and ends up going to kiss Art first. And then they all start making out and then she lies
Makes the boys
back
kiss
and
first.
they just don't realize that they're making out. Question 12.
I have seen this movie before.
Question 12 is what does Arts tell when he serves? I said it was bouncing the ball excessively. The other options were scratching his back with the racket, placing the ball in the throat of the racket, or serving lefty despite being right-handed.
He does kind of scratch his back, doesn't he?
I thought
Like a hole.
I thought he placed it on the throat of the racket, or was that the other guy?
I don't know.
No, yeah. It's
Challenge.
placing at the throat of the racket.
What do you think, Mac?
I saw that in a clip. I'm gonna say throw to the racket.
That is correct. So that's points for everyone.
Yeah.
He puts it right in the throat. Patrick's serve, he kind of starts with it back here, and people talk about how it's weird.
It's not like there's not like a scratching thing. He just
he
puts
just
it all
kind
the way
of
back there.
bam.
Yeah.
Question 13 was about what did Zendaya hurt herself? What
It
did
was her
Tasha have?
knee.
It was the ACL. It was the ACL. She tore her ACL.
That is correct. So I'll give you each points. It was the ACL. And then question 14 we got as a challenge, and question 15 we got as a challenge. So Now that we've gone through the challengers
blown.
tennis episode, what are our final scores?
215.
255.
165.
Well, congratulations to Alec, our Oops All Challenge Questions tennis winner, and the winner of the Wimbledon, the first annual Wimbledon trivia leg of the tournament.
You gotta put a disclaimer at the front of this episode so tennis fans aren't
this is the
really
misinformation
upset the
episode.
entire time.
Well, love is love at this point, guys. You know,
Love is
love
love.
all. There were points on the board, but really it was love all. And well, gang, it looks like we rolled into the club here at Wimbledon, so that's all the time we have. If you enjoyed your ride on Bus 1, we'd love it if you told all your friends, enemies, lovers, friend-enemy lovers, doubles partners, three-way partners, and or acquaintances about us. Also, drop a 5-star rating or review. That would be super helpful. We're on all the socials at Bus 1 Trivia. You can write to us at hi@bus1trivia.com or join our Discord server. Play trivia games and make jokes. You probably like it. The link can be found at bus1trivia.com or cameronsass.com. He was supposed to be here, so I'll say it. Where you can also check out our official merch. Finally, we'd like to thank Vert for the use of our theme song, 5978, which while it's not by Nine Inch Nails, it is still a certified
banger.
Banger.
Thank you for riding Bus 1, and we'll see you next week. Or will we?
Bye.
I think
Bye.
that